Hello and welcome in live as your Elmira Pioneers get set to take on the Watertown Rapids. Sorry about the late start here, folks, as we're getting ready to get started. The chalk lines being laid, the field now in playable condition. So, we're about to get ready and going here. Want to thank you all for hanging with us. A little bit of a late start. As I just said, chalk lines being laid. We're here in the Miller's Mowing pregame show. We'll have to see how the field plays. Certainly going to be an interesting matchup here as Neftali Severino Cronier now not only has to defend with the Watertown Rapids, but also the elements. The balls are certainly going to take more interesting hops as they will have to be played off this wet field. And of course, the freshly re-dirted infield was quite a few puddles in there despite the tarping. And now we'll have to see what the Pioneers can do with that. As once again, the matchup for tonight's pitching matchup, Neftali Severino Cronier will come in as he has pitched an interesting year so far. 8.47 ERA, 1 win, 2 losses. 6 games he's appeared in, 3 that he started, 1 save, 17 innings pitched, 27 hits, 21 runs, 16 of them earned, 5 bases on balls with 14 strikeouts. Across the diamond, it's going to be Sachin Nambiar. Nambiar, 5.14 ERA, 1-1 record, 6 games played, 3 starts, 21 innings pitched, 31 hits, 19 runs, 12 of them earned, 2 bases on balls, and 15 strikeouts. As we get set for the game here tonight, the Pioneers will continue to get stretched out, as will the Rapids, and hopefully we'll be underway in just a few minutes. A 8:15 predicted start for tonight's affair. We're going to send it down to Coach's Corner here on the Miller's Mowing pregame show. Before we do that, though, we want to remind you that the pregame show every night by our good friends over there at Miller's Mowing, who reminds you that if your field isn't game day ready, give them a call, 607-302-8226. With that, we'll head down to Coach's Corner, hear what head coach Matt Birch has to say, and we'll be back here on Mixlr.com. All right, so there you heard it from head coach Matt Birch on the radio side. On to all of our fans listening in on Mixler.com, we want to thank you once again for doing that every single night. As Matt Birch always has some interesting perspectives to share. Certainly been a rough start to the season, but as you heard Matt Birch say there, they're finally hitting together. Everybody seems to be pulling on the same chain, and of course, the addition of Brody Moore has certainly made an impact for the Elmira Pioneers so far this season. After coming back from the College World Series, Brody has stepped in, played hero a couple of times already in the come from behind win in the bottom of the ninth, as well as the next night in Watertown. Had a pretty good night last night, as now he'll look to replicate the success here tonight. The other thing you heard there in Coach's Corner is the bullpen. Interesting stories coming out for head coach Matt Birch, as he knows he's got the two basically off days over the next two nights, as the team will face the Canadian national team here in an exhibition matchup, as the Elmira Pioneers will take on Team Canada, and it'll be an interesting weekend, USA weekend, we like to call it down here at historic Dunfield, and we'll see what the Pioneers can do with that. It should be a lot of fun, has been for the past couple of years, as they look to keep things going. As right now, riding a 2-game winning streak, they're looking to add a third to that here tonight before they have a couple of games that won't matter too much in the standings, but playing for that American pride, as the Pioneers will be against Team Canada. The umpires have made their way onto the field. They're checking out the resodding that the Pioneers ground crew laid out here. As the umpires have gotten fully dressed, it would appear as though we are just about set to get underway, as I'm assuming we'll get the introductions from each side, as well as the national anthem, and then we will get underway. So we are waiting here. Home plate umpire